Hey, congratulations on the 20th anniversary of Batman Beyond. Let's not say that. But why do you suppose fans have resonated after all these years with Batman Beyond?
Well, I think a lot of the fans now are probably people who were kids when the show first aired, and so they don't have a lot of Batman baggage. For a lot of them, this may be the first Batman thing they ever saw. And so, I always say Batman's one of those characters, no matter what version you see of him, it'll resonate with you if you're a kid open to it. It's just, there's something about Batman. I don't know if it's the name. The fact that in this case, it's not even Bruce Wayne that's Batman, and it still had some sort of, it connected with a certain group of people. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if some weird alchemy in it, but it's nice to know that the kids we were making the show for, besides ourselves, it means something to them. It means something. And also because of its unique place, it connects back to BTAS and it goes forward into Justice League. So it's kind of like the spoke in the wheel of the Bruce Timm animated universe. It's like the center. Everything revolves off of it or refers back to it, so it's totally unplanned, but it kind of works that way.
Now, you've done a lot of DC animated features and animated shows before, and so on. What makes Batman Beyond so special to you?
I think it's because the way it came about was we had no time. We had less time than the usual series has, and the whole crew was a part of the creation of the show. We all contributed, and Bruce Timm trusted us and let us have a contribution to it because there was a lot to figure out. Starting a show from scratch normally takes months to years of development. Mm-hmm. We had no development time. We literally were given a green light, and we had to have an episode in the works within a month. So that meant the scripts, everything had to hit the ground running, and we had to make the right choices going into it. And there was no villain. We weren't going to use old Batman villains, so every villain had to be created from scratch. And that happened because we were all sitting in a room and everyone was just doodling. And my contribution was ink, and a few others, but ink. I designed all the Jokers initially. Everyone contributed, and so that made it a special experience, I think, for all of us. Whereas a Justice League show, there's elements already out there you can refer to. A Batman show, you know what the Joker looks like. It's just doing your own spin. But for this, there was no existing template for anything. The only holdover was Bruce, and he's 80 years old. So it was all from scratch. So it was a very creatively fulfilling project to work on because everyone got to contribute.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, so many storylines, so many characters. What is your favorite, proudest moment?
My favorite episode is one of the ones I directed was Out of the Past. Just because it was a particularly dark, creepy episode. It touched on Ra's al Ghul and Talia's weird, sick relationship. And it had a musical number in it, which I kind of became typecast with doing in a lot of these projects, which I love, which is fine. All the things I love are wrapped into that episode. Dark humor, really dark plot switches, and yet it has a lot of heart. This where Bruce becomes young and he and Terry are partnering up to fight. It just has there's a wish fulfillment element to it that I just thought that episode was perfectly written.
Excellent. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're all done.
Oh.